How many times have we had poached chicken sandwiches and we go like, blah, we don't think we want to eat that? But today I'm going to show you a way that you can prepare your poached chicken to make it super flavorful and moist. You'll never look at a poached chicken sandwich the same way ever again. Ingredients for our poached chicken: 1 boneless skinless chicken breast, 15 grams butter. My whole spices are in 2 sets. I'll explain later why they're in 2 sets, and please check the description box down below and you're going to find the complete list of them. And I have 1 bay leaf, 2 cloves garlic, 3 spring onions and ginger, and 1 tablespoon vegetable oil of your choice. We also have lettuce, 1 medium-sized tomato, half a red bell pepper. Guys, I was clearing up stuff from my refrigerator, so you're gonna see quarters and halves in this recipe. A half yellow bell pepper, a quarter green bell pepper, bunch of dhania leaves, 1 small ripe avocado, and a quarter red onion. And these are the small sausages. I don't know what you call them in your country. In ours, you call them chipolatas. And so I started by roughly chopping my spring onions, putting them in the sufuria along with my cloves of garlic, my ginger as well, whole, not sliced, and my bay leaf, and the first set of whole spices. Now all these ingredients that we've added here are going to flavor our poaching liquid so that the chicken breast gets the flavor right inside, so that every bit and piece of it will be flavorful. And then crushed my second set of whole spices in my pestle and mortar. I seasoned my chicken breast with a bit of salt on both sides and sprinkled the ground spices on it, patted the spices to make sure that they stuck on the chicken breast. Now guys, this is an optional step, but trust you me, if you do it, you're not going to regret it. It's going to add tons of flavor to your chicken breast. And so make sure you also get the sides of the chicken breast. And the next step is browning it. And so add your vegetable oil along with your butter to your pan. Once the butter has melted, come and place your chicken breast on it. Give it 2 minutes on each side, or 1.5 minutes. The aim here is to brown the chicken breast and to ensure that the whole spices stick onto your chicken breast, not to cook your chicken breast through, because remember, we're going to poach it. Make sure you also brown the sides. And so now we come and place our browned chicken breast into our sufuria that had the spices and the herbs, and then add enough water to cover your chicken breast. You can also use chicken broth or white wine, whichever pleases you, and then let this come to a boil. And once it boils, reduce the heat to a simmer and cover. Leave it to simmer for about 10 minutes and then turn it off. Let it stand in that heated water for a further 10 minutes and your chicken breast will be cooked through. Clear juices are going to run out. If your chicken breast is bigger than mine, then you can give it a longer cooking duration. And so there is our lovely chicken breast. You can see with all the spices and flavor. And so the next step is to prepare our vegetables for the salad. So you can chop your vegetables whichever way you're comfortable with, but make sure that they're the same size and they're not too big, because they can also be a turn off. Okay, next I prepare my tomatoes by removing the inner flesh so that my salad does not become soggy. You can leave it in if you would like, but I like my salad not so wet. Right, so the next step was to squeeze out the salty water from my onions, and after this you may go the additional step of rinsing off the salty water from your onions, but I prefer them tasting salty, so I don't rinse off the salty water. And I prepare my dressing by squeezing juice of 1 lemon into 4 tablespoons of unflavored yogurt, cracking fresh black pepper, and adding a tablespoon of my vegetable oil. Mine is always sunflower oil, and a pinch of salt to bring all the flavors together. And I add just a bit to begin with, about 2 tablespoons into the vegetables, mix everything together, and then I continue to prepare the rest of the ingredients. The avocado, I like the way it adds a creaminess to the salad. And here are my chipolatas. I deep fried them. You can decide to boil them if you so wish, but I wanted that extra crunch in my salad. And so here is our chicken breast. As you can see, it cooked perfectly, marvelously. It's still super moist. I let it cool and shredded it. And so I poured the rest of my dressing on top of my salad, made sure that I mixed it thoroughly and that every piece of it was covered in this dressing. And so you can see how beautiful it looks. Now you can stop here and eat it as a salad as it is. It's still going to be a very delicious dish on its own. I served mine on a bed of lettuce, and as you can see, it really looks nice. And trust you me, the flavors were really blending well together. But I said we're making a sandwich. Let me show you how I made mine. I placed my sandwich slices on my grill pan and grilled each side for 2 minutes, just to give it a nice crust and a smoky aspect. If you don't want, you can skip that step. It's totally optional, but it will elevate the flavors of your sandwich, and it will also stop your sandwich from getting soggy. And you can also apply some mayonnaise or some butter or mustard on your bread if you so wish before adding your salad ingredients. And so look at this sandwich, guys. Who can deny that it looks absolutely divine, inviting, appetizing, all those wonderful adjectives that you can imagine to describe it? Well, join me again next time as we prepare another fantastic food and recipe here on Jikoni Magic. Goodbye.